You're listening to Good Morning Gwinnett, a division of Noise Media Network, hosted by Audrey Bell Kearney, sharing stories about people and places around beautiful Gwinnett County and beyond. Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Southern living at its best.
Good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett land and all of you around the world listening to the sound of my voice. It is a beautiful day here in Gwinnett County. It's a little chilly this morning, but it's going to go up to 81, y'all. It's supposed to be, that's crazy, right? I feel like spring. 81 is hot. You know, it's not super hot, but it's pretty warm. It's not, you don't need a sweater or a jacket. That's beautiful, though. That is a beautiful day. And unfortunately, I have so much work to do today that I won't get a chance to enjoy it at all. So I'm not complaining, but it's a beautiful day here in Gwinnett County. Hope you're having a wonderful morning. Y'all, it's hump day. You made it to the middle. It is Wednesday hump day. You made it to the middle. So, tomorrow's my Friday. I don't mean to brag. I'm just saying. Even though I always say that, right? The only thing I don't do on Friday is talk to you guys. Other than that, I'm pretty much working every Friday, except for last Friday. Last Friday and Saturday, I was feeling funky, so I ain't do anything but chill. But this Friday, I'm not feeling funky, so I will be probably working. Because what I'm doing right now, I know I got the Noise Media Network, which is my TV network and marketing agency, and I have new channels to launch on the TV network. So I have a lot of that to do. I'm launching a new channel on the network called Boss Chicks. So if you are a woman in business and you want to be featured on that channel, put your profile up there so people can find out more about who you are on Roku and Apple TV and Amazon Fire TV and Android TVs and our mobile app. Email me, Audrey at goodmorninggwinnett.com. No, don't email me at that one. Email me at Audrey at noisemedia.us. Audrey at noisemedia.us. And put Boss Chick in the subject line, and I'll send you information about how you can get your profile on the new Boss Chicks channel that's going to be launching on November the 28th, which is Small Business Saturday. Last year I did an event. I did a small business pop-up last year, which was really cool. I had a bunch of women on there during that time, and I could not do it this year, and I was so excited about it. And I'm going to probably put that in a newsletter, but I was so excited because the county wanted to partner with me to make it a better and bigger event this year. We were going to move to a bigger venue, and COVID hit, and it all fell apart. And they were so excited. I was so excited about doing it. So I was like, what can I do, to at least bring some of that back? So what I decided to do was launch Boss Chicks TV. And that's pretty cool. And that's going to be a channel on the Noise Media Network, which is syndicated across Roku, Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Android TV, and the mobile apps on iOS and Android. So if you are a woman in business and you want to be you want to put your profile on the Boss Chicks new channel, email me, Audrey at noisemedia.us. Audrey, that's AUDREY. at noise, N-O-I-S-E, media.us, like us.us, and put Boss Chicks in the subject line, and I will send you the information on what you need to do next. All right. So let's go ahead and get on to some news you can use. But before we do that, let's do our horoscopes and our national holiday. Today is National Support Your Local Chamber Day. I thought that was a pretty good one because soon as I jump off here, I have to jump in hair and makeup, and I have to do a presentation for the Greater East Side Chamber of Commerce here in Gwinnett County. I'm going to be doing a presentation for them because they too are going to be launching a channel on the Noise Media Network, and I'm excited to be supporting the chamber on helping them to do that. So now the members of the chamber will have the opportunity to have their profiles on the it's called GECC TV, which stands for Greater East Side Chamber of Commerce TV. And so I'm excited about that. I'm excited to be able to give them that type of platform to help their members get more exposure and build brand awareness for their businesses. So I'm doing a presentation to the members. GECC TV has already signed on to put their channel up there. I just got to talk to the members about what they need to do to get their profiles on the GECC channel, GECC TV channel. So I'm excited about that. So when I looked at my calendar and today was National Support Your Local Chamber Day, I was like, yes, I'm on the right track already. So yeah, but here's another thing. It's also National Pumpkin Cheesecake Day. I have no idea what National Pumpkin Cheesecake tastes like. What does that taste like? I haven't. I haven't. I just started eating potato pie, and I don't eat it like I really like just started, like literally like was it last year or earlier this year? I never liked potato pie, and my mom or my husband, one of them makes potato. Here's the thing, y'all. Y'all know I talk about butter. I love butter. Not a good thing. I get it, but some kind of way they made the potato pie, and it tastes. I could taste the butter, and I was like, this is delicious, and I started eating potato pie, but my mother and my aunts and my grandmother, they could kill a pie. And I've never liked it. And I think it's the cinnamon in the pie. I don't think they had all the allspice or whatever it is. I think that's what it was that made me not like potato pie. But somebody made a potato pie in my house. And I don't know, was it my husband or my mom? But I was like, this is delicious. I think it was my husband. And I started recently eating potato pie. I've never eaten pumpkin cheesecake. I love cheesecake, but here's the funny part. I just like plain cheesecake. No, that's not true. I had red velvet cheesecake from Barnes & Noble, and I think they get it from the Cheesecake Factory. That freaking cheesecake is delicious. It's probably about 1,000 calories, and I don't eat it very often. I don't think I've had a piece since COVID-19 hit, which was like since March or February. But when I would go to Barnes & Noble, which I went like once a week, I would have the red velvet cheesecake because it is delicious. Right? Outside of that, I really don't like stuff on my cheesecake. Like, I think I've had it with pecans on it before, but for real, I just like regular plain old cheesecake. And someone had a piece of my house the other night. I think it was Thursday night. And I was like, whose cheesecake is this? I wanted to eat that cheesecake. But I didn't eat it. And it was a nice piece too. I don't know where it was from, but it looked delicious. All right, so let's go ahead and do our horoscopes brought to you by Noted Astrologer Micah Thyssen for today, Wednesday, October the 21st. Oh my God. It's like time is flying. I wish the freaking COVID would fly with it. Like when the year go out, I wish COVID-19 would go out with it. So we can really start the new year off like happy and giggly and whew. Anyway, let's move it. Aries, you can bet that situations will get out of hand if you allow others to interfere. Don't back down, but don't ignite the situation. Follow your gut feeling regarding your business ventures. Here's the thing. If your gut is saying no, Aries, then don't do it. If your gut is saying maybe, check it out. I'm not even saying do it. I'm saying still check it out. Do your due diligence. But follow your gut when it comes to business ventures. If you get a bad vibe about the person that's presenting the opportunity to you, fall back. I feel like I'm in the military right now, the way I'm talking. Yeah, if you get a bad vibe from that person, fall back. That's your gut telling you, no, not this one. Not the right one. Taurus. You may need to make a few alterations to your living arrangements. Don't be afraid to confront situations concerning loved ones in order to solve any problems that may exist. Be wary of those who have overly strong convictions. What is the motive? That's what it's really saying. Be wary. If they got overly strong convictions, what's the motive? It's something behind it. I know I hate to say that, but it's something behind it. And it's not just me saying it. That's what the stars are telling you, Taurus. The stars are telling you, be wary. Yeah, if their convictions are super strong and they're pushing, they're trying to make it happen, why? Ask them why. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Gemini, if you work in conjunction with someone else, you may find they're trying to steal your thunder. You will not be able to contain your emotions today. You will be able to get your own way if you use your intellectual charm and know-how. Yeah, listen here, Gemini. Somebody's trying to steal your thunder. Watch your surroundings, baby. Watch your surroundings, because somebody wants to be you. It's a song, and I can't even think of it. It's a song with Chris Brown and a rapper. I can't think of the name. But in the song, he says a slogan, I'm looking in the mirror, wishing I could be me. It's something like that, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I can't think of the song. I'm gonna think of the song. I gotta figure out how to play songs on this show that are mainstream. So I love the songs that I play, and I love being able to give the artists here, the unknown artists, and some of them are known, but a lot of them are unknown. They're just coming out, the opportunity to hear the music on the show. But I also would love to have some favorite mainstream songs that I would like to play, and that comes with a whole nother different kind of licensing to play that type of music. But I'm cool with my license right now, but there's some songs I would like to play, and I have to figure out how to get the license to play those songs on the show. All right. Cancer, friends and relatives may not understand your needs. Real estate investments will be profitable. All right. Spend time on yourself. Yes, spend some time on yourself. Listen, Cancer, sometimes you just need to stop and take a minute and just say, you know what, I'm about to love on myself right now. Especially women. We have a tendency to love on everybody except ourselves. So Cancer, take some time, spend some time on yourself, love on yourself, pamper yourself. Today's the day for that. All right? Okay, cool. Leo, now's a good time to ask for favors. You may be tired of working for someone else. Your ability to be practical in business will help. Okay, listen here. Leo, you ready to take that plunge? You tired of working for other folks? You want to work for yourself? Think that thing through. Listen, this is the life I lead. I've been living it for 23 years. I love it, but it comes with a lot of headaches sometimes and a lot of stress. So before you make the leap, I'm not trying to deter you. I'm just telling you to do your due diligence and make sure you had a temperament to fail. Ooh, I should have put that in my closing inspiration. Listen here, Leo. Make sure that you got the temperament that you can stand failure. Because trust me when I tell you, I want to say the word, but stuff is going to go wrong. Sometimes you're going to fail. If you stay in this game long enough, you're going to fail plenty of times. Ask me how many times I have failed and ask me how many times I've started over. Here's the thing. I will never quit until they put me in the box. So just know, just know you can do it. But you gotta check your temperature and make sure that you can stand failure. Make sure that you can stand rejection, Leo. Because people will reject you. People will say no. People won't like your idea. People won't like your product. People won't like your service. But then there are a lot of people who do. So make sure you got a temperament. Hey, listen, I'm all for being an entrepreneur. It's what I do every day. But I also know I've learned some real good lessons. I've taken some real good beatings. And I still take beatings to this day. That's why I was feeling funky last week. Because I was funky. All right, just saying. I'm not trying to deter you. I just want you to think about it. There's no steady paycheck until you get the business, until you become a business and not an entrepreneur. There's a difference. There is, and one day we'll talk about the difference. Not today. I got to keep on moving with the horoscopes. Virgo, new relationships will surface through related events. Offer consolation, but don't give them any directions. Your hard work will pay off. Advancements look positive. All right, so listen here, Virgo. People are watching. I just got finished talking to a Virgo, and that's exactly what we were talking about. I just hung up the phone, and we were talking about her doing a lot of hard work at her job and seeing people get promoted over her, and she's even training some of the people that's getting promoted over her. But there are people that's watching you, and maybe they're priming you for something bigger than you want. You know, sometimes that happens. You got your eye on what you want, but God has another plan for you. And so even though people are being promoted over you, maybe they're not being promoted to the position that you're going to get promoted to because it's a bigger and better position. So sometimes you just have to wait and be patient and know that God knows what he's doing. You have to wait on him to be patient, right? And you have to know that his plan for you is better than your plan for you. All right? Okay, Virgo. All right, listen, we're going to a song. I'll be right back after this song to give you more of the horoscopes brought to you by Know the Astrologer Micah Thiason. Stay tuned.
Understand the things that we want, but you keep coming back. I want love you don't know, so why are you here? Yeah, I should take it back so that you don't know where my heart is at. Don't want you to know. change the past. Don't wanna complicate things. Maybe if I asked, was any of it real? Was it real? There's only one thing left to do. My heart is breaking on you, so I'll say goodbye. Let's put the sun back in the sky. Tired of crying, don't call me back, just say I'll say goodbye. Tired of crying, don't call me back, just say goodbye. There's only one thing. Let's put the sun back in the sky. Tired of crying, don't call me back, just say I'll say goodbye. Yeah, I'll say goodbye. Don't call me back, just say goodbye. Let's put the sun back in the sky. Tired of crying, don't call me back, just say I'll say goodbye. Tired of crying, don't call me back, just say goodbye.
Welcome back. It's your girl, Audrey Bell Kearney, giving you the daily horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thiason, and we're going to pick it up with Libra. Try not to donate to organizations if you can hardly afford to take care of yourself. You can make new connections if you play your cards right. Keep your cash in your pocket and offer them sound advice rather than your financial assistance. Listen here. The stars are telling you today, Libra, hold on to your coins. Hold on to them. Yes, that's what it's telling you. Don't try to, take care of yourself. Make sure you and your family are good. I know you want to help folks. I know, I get it. That's me all the time. However, today is not your day to do that. Hold on to your coins and give your advice. Sometimes you need to teach a man to fish and not give the man the fish. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. That's all the stars are telling you. Scorpio, you can finish projects early, which will bring you praise from superiors. Okay. Coworkers may not be giving you all the pertinent information. Don't overreact if your partner has poor attitude. All right, Scorpio. Superiors are looking because you're doing a good job, but your coworkers are haters. And they're holding back information from you that can help you do your job better. So watch your back and watch the smiling faces. Smiling faces sometimes. They don't tell the truth. That's an old song, probably from the 1970s. Nope, I wasn't born in the 40s or the 50s, but I know that song because my mom was. All right, Sagittarius, you can expect sorrow to evolve from the information you discover. You can't win and they won't listen. Oh, you can get into self-awareness groups or look into physical enhancement programs. All right, so you're going to get some bad news. It's going to be bad. It's going to make you sad. All right, but you can move forward. And you can't win because they won't listen. So stop trying to get them to see it your way. Stop trying to win the argument. Stop trying to win the fight. You're not going to win because they're really not listening. So you're wasting your time, Sagittarius, even trying to get them to see anything because they're not listening. So you can't win. So give it up. Move on. Don't try to be the dead horse. Let it go. Capricorn, you are best to be accommodating for the time being. Sudden romantic infatuations won't be lasting. Concentrate on work. You may find that your boss is not delighted with your work lately. Oh, Capricorn, what do you need to do to make them happy again? Probably quit. No, I'm kidding. I'm just joking, Capricorn. I'm just joking. Here's a question you got to ask yourself. If your work has been sloppy lately, why? It's not even about your boss, it's about you. If they have not been happy with your work lately, ask yourself why. What have I done and what am I not doing? Why am I not doing? Because here's the thing. The answer to those questions may lead you down a different path, for real. You may not need to be there anymore. It may be time to move on. You may be there just to get a paycheck, and that may not be the best place for you. And it's certainly not the best place for the company, because if you're sloppy right now on the job, that's costing them money probably. You know what I'm saying? Customer service, company morale, all of those things make up a good company. And if you are adding to the stress of the company by bringing down the company morale, making the customers pissed off, you may need to move on for you and the company. I'm just saying. Listen, let me tell you something. You have to have a company that has good company morale. If you have people working with you, working for you, if the company morale sucks, the business is going to suck. And that means the customers are going to be unhappy. So for you, Capricorn, because I can't talk to your boss, what are you doing? And if you're in a place right now where you say, you know what, I'm just not feeling this anymore, that's okay. Then find something that you're feeling. Go add value to somebody else's company and stop taking value away from the company you're at. All right? Oh my God, I'm full of so much wisdom this morning. I just want to kiss myself. All right, keep it moving. Keep it moving. Aquarius, think twice before you say something you might later regret. If you try to manipulate the situation, you will find yourself alienated. You could experience unusual circumstances and meet eccentric individuals. All right, listen here. Think twice before you say something that you may regret today, Aquarius. Here's the thing about saying stuff. You want to think twice, because once you say it out your mouth, it's very hard to take back. I don't care how many times you say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. You have said it, and it is stuck in that person's subconscious probably forever. Think about that for a second. Think about somebody who has said something to you in the past, and it lives in your head. Even though it's been 49 years, you still remember the day when Sandra said you were ugly. You still remember that. You remember that time she said I was ugly? Yeah, because it's stuck. And so even though you say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it, it's still stuck in that person's subconscious. So think twice today, Aquarius, before you say anything to anyone that you may regret. And I know people say, I don't say stuff I regret. Sure you do. We all do. All right, and my fellow fish Pisces, you are best to work behind the scenes on projects that require detail or precision. Take your time. Try to bend to their wishes if you want to avoid conflict. Ooh, okay, yeah, I know how we do with that. We don't bend very well. Well, I don't. Let me say this. I don't bend very well. My brother, I'm going to move on. I'm not going to tell a bunch of stories today, but I got to tell you this one. My brother was talking to somebody. It was a big dog, big willer, right? Because he has a huge circle of influence. And they were saying something about, they wanted me to do something, but I had to do something like bend, right? It was really like bootlicking. And my brother's like, yeah, she ain't gonna do that. I don't do no bootlicking. Nope. And he told the person, like, yeah, my sister's not gonna do that. She's not gonna bootlick. It ain't gonna happen. And that was funny because I didn't even know that he knew me like that. He's my brother. Of course he knows me. And I guess he really, really knows me because he was like, yeah, she's not going to, he's like, I told him that my sister's not going to do that. And he was right because I wasn't. So it's hard for me to bend. I don't know about the rest of my fish, but this fish right here, I got to bend. It's got to be for a really, 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 really good reason. All right, so that's all the horoscopes I got for you today. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 a.m. to give you more of the horoscopes brought to you by Noted Astrologer Micah Thyssen. And I have a guest tomorrow, so be sure to tune in. We're going to be talking health. Yes, health. Yes, we're going to be talking health tomorrow. So yesterday, they were supposed to sign off on a deal for the stimulus plan. Now, this is what I discovered today, right? This is what I discovered. So Nancy has dropped from $2.2 trillion to $2 trillion. The Republicans were at 1.8, so they're getting closer. But here's what I discovered. So I was listening to the news last week, and they were saying that the Republicans really don't want to pass the bill because they want to they feel like Vice President Biden is going to win the election. And so they want to make him going into his election like horrible, where he can't really bounce back. And he apparently, according to economists, if our economy stays the way it is right now and there's no money put back into the economy, it's going to be hard to bounce back. So 4 years, what they're saying is it is going to take Biden 4 years to fix that. Right? And so they're trying to cripple his presidency. But what I also discovered, what I kind of figured out this morning, so I'm thinking about that. So that was last week's news. And as I was reading this article in the Gwinnett Daily Post this morning, about the stimulus plan, which was supposed to be signed off on yesterday after negotiations, which, that didn't happen. Now it's today. This probably still won't happen. But as I was reading this, I was like, So what happened was, in the article, it says that if the president says yes to the $2 trillion plan, what do the Republicans do? Because they don't want to give any money. Like, they have said okay to 1.8, kinda. No, the president said okay to 1.8. The Republicans are saying, nah, we want to give them $500 billion. So the president said, let's give them 1.8 trillion. Nancy says, she's dropped down from 2.2 to now 2 trillion. Nancy said, give me 2 trillion, we'll sign. The president is probably going to say yes to that, because that's only 400,000 away from where 200 billion away from where he said, right? Now, I kind of feel like Nancy is playing hardball, because she knows if this stimulus plan does not get passed before the election is over, the president is going to lose a lot of people because they feel like he failed them, right? So I feel like they're both playing hardballs. She's trying to cripple his presidency right now, and the Republicans is trying to cripple Joe Biden's presidency in the future. And the American people are suffering. How about that? That's just my take, and I could be totally wrong. I kind of don't feel like I am. Because right now, Trump's numbers are looking bad, like really bad. And the longer they hold off on the stimulus plan, the longer they're going to keep sliding. We only got 2 weeks left before the election, right? So Nancy's standing still. She dropped the $2 trillion because she do want to get the people some money. This is just my opinion, but I'm kind of feeling like I'm in the right ballpark. Everybody's playing politics with the American lives right now. That's what I feel. Both sides. I feel like Nancy's playing politics, and I know the Republicans are playing politics, right? They want to cripple Biden's presidency because they feel like he's going to win. And Nancy's trying to cripple Trump's chances of winning because the economy sucks and everybody's pissed off by COVID-19. So how about we just keep playing hardball? So now, Mitch McConnell, who has said yes to every stupid thing Trump has said and done, he has okayed it and backed him up and sided with him. They're saying, is he going to side with President Trump? Because he's going to say yes to that $2 trillion. And if Mitch McConnell has to side with him, that means that Trump is going to really lose. No, he's still going to lose, but that means that Biden is going to have a better presidency because the economy is going to get some kind of bounce back by the time he get in the seat, right? And that's not what they want. And Nancy is saying, well, we got to get the people some money, but I'm going to hold out on this $2 trillion. Now, I doubt very seriously she's going to go down to 1.8. She may, but I doubt it. Because as long as she's staying at above that, President Trump's numbers slide down. And they are plummeting. You hear me? That's my thought. I feel like both sides are playing politics with the American people's lives. That's my thought. She's trying to cripple his presidency as where he is right now. They're trying to cripple the presidency of Biden because they think he's going to win. The people in the middle, the American people, they're suffering. So we're caught in the middle of a political hellstorm. That's what we are, because this is what's going on. So I'm going to go to a song. I'll be right back after the song to give you more of what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. I know that was national news, but I had to tell y'all my thoughts on that. Stay tuned.
Just give it up. I'm not your girl and I never will be. Don't call me up. Don't waste your time, cause I'll be your enemy. If you want love, look somewhere else. He'll find nothing. Just give it up. I'm not your girl, cause I only love me. one who gets you. Don't stick around. I'm pretty wild. I don't do monogamy. Don't get me wrong. You and I could have fun together when I feel done with having fun on my own. It's better to care for yourself, not rely on somebody else. So don't get me wrong. I'm just riding alone. Just walk away, 'cause I got no intentions of hanging out with you tonight. Don't look my way. If you want a problem, I'll give you a problem, alright? If you want love, just give it up. You got the wrong girl. You got the wrong, you got the wrong, you got the wrong girl, girl. You got the wrong, you got the wrong, you got the wrong girl, girl. Hey, I care for myself. Ooh, don't rely on somebody else. Oh, so don't get me wrong. No, don't get me wrong. No, don't get me wrong. I'm just riding alone. Just walk away, 'cause I got no intentions of hanging out with you tonight. Don't look my way. If you want a problem, I'll give you a problem, alright? If you want love, just give it up. You got the wrong girl. You got the wrong, you got the wrong, you got the wrong girl, girl. You got the wrong, you got the wrong, you got the wrong girl, girl.
Welcome back. So, Republican Laurie McClain and Democrat Kirkland Carden weighed in on big issues in the District 1, including looming issues dealing with the impact of COVID-19 pandemic, which, Gwinnett is like the second most infected county here in Georgia. So they weighed in on that. They also want to talk about, small businesses, because our small businesses, a lot of small businesses across America took a hit, especially restaurants and movie theaters. Like, I don't even know if the movies is open. I think they was, supposed to open back up again. So both candidates are trying to win the seat that was occupied by Jace Brooks for District 1 commissioner here in Gwinnett County. And so they weighed in on the issues that how has the pandemic affected us economically. Small businesses are suffering. That's on both of their agendas, which it should be, because a lot of small businesses, especially restaurants, took a hit and they're still kind of struggling. I told y'all I've gone to Olive Garden, and when we go to Olive Garden, I know how Olive Garden used to be. Like, you had to wait because there were people. It was so many people inside. Now you have to wait because, they got to make sure you're spaced out. So we've gone about probably 3 or 4 times, and every time we've gone, we're sitting in a corner actually by ourselves in a dining room where there's probably about 6 other people sitting that would normally be 25 people. So I know that these restaurants are struggling. I know for a lot of them, they did get the PPP money, to help them kind of stay afloat. But I think all of that is kind of running out. And I think right now that's what the stimulus plan is this what the stimulus plan is supposed to do, to come back and push money back out there. There have been businesses that have pivoted and put, like outdoor seating and things like that. Like, we've gone to Universal Joint, probably downtown Lawrenceville, probably about 3 or 4 times, and every time we go there, we eat outside, which is pretty nice. If I were Universal Joint, because they have a nice outdoor patio, I would get those outside heat lamps so people can actually stay outside and eat a little bit longer, even when it starts to get a little bit colder, because people are still kind of freaked out about going inside. So, because they feel like the air is not right. And it's the truth. Like, you freak out like that, and you can't eat with your mask on. You know what I'm saying? So both candidates, say small businesses is on their agenda to help them get back on track going into 2021. So they're both fighting for that seat. If you want to read the full story and what they had to say, you can go to Gwinnett Daily Post and you can click on Gwinnett Commission District 1 candidates, and they're going to be talking about some of the things that they're, that they're trying to do. It said they're trying to help with property taxes and people having problem paying their mortgage, and they're concerned about all these things, rental properties, because if you have a rental property, if people can't pay their rents, then what happens to you? You still got to pay the taxes. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, this pandemic has, and I know people don't want to believe it, and, we're not trying to be the bearer of bad news, but you just got to look at this thing for what it is. It has really wreaked havoc on the United States and really across the world, but really at home for us, it has done some damage, some major damage, and it's going to take some strong people to get back in there and fight for the monies to help us build back up again and help us prepare, because I honestly believe this won't be the last pandemic. I hate to say it, but I do. We need to be prepared moving forward. We need to make sure that we never run out of Clorox wipe. You know what I'm saying? It was like, oh my God, I can't find a can of Lysol anywhere. Yeah. And I believe it's going to happen again. And that's just my belief. Because history repeats itself. You know what I mean? Like, history repeats itself. And I don't know. I may not be here to see it. But I know that, we need to prepare for anything. We need to prepare for not just a pandemic. We need to prepare for war. We need to be prepared for anything. And there's a group of people out there called preppers, right? People think they're crazy. In reality, I'm a prepper. They think they're crazy because they prep for everything. I guarantee you they probably went underground when the pandemic hit, because they were already stocked with Lysol, water, food, everything. They're probably underground living, and we're out here, running around with masks on, trying to figure out whether or not we should pull the mask down so we could sneeze or not. You know what I mean? It's just crazy. We're living in crazy times, and unfortunately, that's where we are. So anyway, if you want to read more about what the candidates had to say, go to Gwinnett Daily Post, and you can check it out there. They had a lot to say. Of course, I can't give you the whole full story, but if you go to GwinnettDailyPost.com, you can read the story there, because it's there. Whew, here we go, y'all. A Duluth man was sentenced to 1 year and 1 day in federal prison after he was convicted of sabotaging his former employer and delaying shipments of medical supplies needed to combat the coronavirus. Dummy. That's all I'm going to say. You're a dummy. That's why you're going to do 1 year and 1 month, 1 year and 1 day in jail. That's so stupid. So Christopher Dobbins, 41, pleaded guilty in July to reckless damage to a protected computer related to hacking of electronic shipments records at Stardust Healthcare, a medical device packaging company based in Gwinnett County, according to federal prosecutors. Dobbins deleted or edited thousands of records that impacted shipments of personal protective equipment like masks, gloves, and gowns. Why? I want to know why he did it. He was the president. He was vice president, y'all. They said he was fired from his post as vice president of finance in March after conflicts arose at the end of 2019. 3 days after receiving his last paycheck, prosecutors said Dobbins used fake users' account to access the company's system. So he was pissed because he got fired. He went in there, he hacked the people's system. He delayed the equipment that was needed. Now he's going to do 1 year and 1 day in federal jail. Dummy. Now you're going to jail. Oh my goodness. Sometimes I can't make this stuff up, y'all. I can't do it. I cannot do it. Harbin's community house organizers Hope Habitat for Humanity help highlights needs for assistance. Okay. That's one of the things I'm doing. I don't know if I told you guys this, but I launched this new e-commerce store. It's called the Rug Chest, and I'm selling area rugs online, which I'm excited about that because I get to create new rugs because I get to do some arts. But anyway, one of the organizations that I've decided to support was Habitat for Humanity. So I had a meeting with the president of philanthropy over in Lawrenceville at the Lawrenceville office, and we had a great meeting. And now I have to make 2 rug donations to a new homeowner in November, so I'm excited about that. And I'm also, one of the things I had said I wanted to do was adopt a room. They have a program. The Habitat for Humanity in Lawrenceville has a program called Adopt a Room. And so as Jennifer was telling me about the program, I was like, okay, I really like that. And when I came home, I thought about it. I said, maybe I could do more than just donate one rug. I can adopt a room, and we can make over a room for a child, just make it over with beautiful rugs and furniture and things like that. So I'm excited about that. And what made me get excited, she was telling me about how ex-football Falcon, Warwick Dunn, he does a whole house. Like he decorates the whole house. But now I can't do that. The rug chest is not there yet. It's not even at the room level yet. It's right now we're at the stage where we can donate a rug to a room. But my goal is to get to the point with the company where we can actually decorate an entire room, and I'm excited about it. But not just for Habitat for Humanity, for people, for kids around the United States. So if you have a little child who wants to get her room decorated, my goal is to have these kids write in a letter or something and send me their rooms, and And then I want to hook up with an interior designer. And the interior designer would then get a budget and they will go and design a room for the kids and decorate it. So that's a big vision for the rug chest. But that's where I am with that. And I'm excited about that. So sometimes I have to remind myself of big ideas that I've had. Because that was where I am. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's right. So anyway, the land that the Harbin's Community House stands on has ties to Kathy Hinton's family that go back at least a century, right? Hinton's great-grandfather gave the land to Harbin's community to build a schoolhouse that opened on the site in 1938. After a couple of decades, it has been transitioned into a community center where Boy Scout meetings, debates between candidates for elections, bridal and baby showers, family reunions. Where is this? This is close to me. I need to find out where this is. But it's because of those family ties on the site that the Hinton feels, a sense of responsibility to the old building, which is highlighted. She is highlighting needed several repairs and struggling with funding to pay for improvements. So they have Habitat is helping through its new neighborhood revitalization program, which Jennifer told me about as well. So not only are they building homes for people, they're also doing neighborhood revitalization, which I think is great. So this particular building is getting some help from Habitat for Humanity. Let me tell you, they do a lot of different things over there that I didn't know. I just thought that I thought they gave the houses away. She's like, we don't give the houses away. I'm like, really? So I learned a lot with that meeting, but they do the Adopt a Room program, they do neighborhood revitalization, and they do the home building. I think she told me something else. I can't remember. But they do more than just build homes for people, and they don't just give them away. I thought that's what they did. I thought they just give them away, but that's not what they do. So they're going to be helping the Gwinnett County Habitat for Humanity programs with Jen Welch. They're going to be helping with the neighborhood revitalization program. So I think that's cool because you want to try, if it's an old building that's been around for a century, you want to try to keep that and restore it and keep it intact. Right now, it should be like a historical building. I'm not sure how they do that. But anyway, kudos to Habitat for Humanity for all your work that you're doing in the community. So I'm going to give them a round of applause for that. Jen Welch and her team over there at Habitat for Humanity. All right. Listen, Swanee is holding a collaborative art project in Town Center Park on Sunday. Yep. Oh, that's like it's going to be so nice. I haven't gone to the outside event yet. Swanee residents are being invited to come out this weekend and make some art. I think, can I come? I'm not a Swanee resident, I'm Lawrenceville, but can I come? That sounds like so much fun. The city will host this collaborative art project from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. on Sunday at Town Center Park, which is located at 330 Town Center Avenue in Swanee. The event is touted as an opportunity for residents to leave their creative thumbprint on the city and in the park particularly. Okay. I think that's great. Lawrenceville, we need to do that. We need to do something like that. I want to do that. I can't leave my thumbprint in Swanee. I don't live there. For a $20 donation to Swanee Public Art, families can spend a full afternoon painting one of the brand new bistro tables dotting the park. City officials said that's nice. Said in an announcement, the tables are part of the city's effort to create more open air opportunities for digital learning, working, and dining. Really? Huh. Open air digital learning? That sounds interesting. I like that. The city said social distancing will be practiced during the check-in process, and materials used for the event will either be disposable or sanitized between uses. So listen, if you want to go out Sunday and you want to participate in this and you live in Swanee, unfortunately I can't participate because I live in Lawrenceville. But if you live in Swanee and you want to participate, you can go and check it out. It's $20 donation. You get to paint on one of the tables that's in the park, and this is for us to be able to do get more involved and be outside and eat outside and socialize outside and and apparently digital learning outside. I think that's pretty cool. So I don't live in Swanee, but if you want to do that, you can. And it's going to be this Sunday at Town Center Park. Excuse me, y'all. From 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. located at 330 Town Center Avenue in Swanee. It's $20, a $20 donation for you and your family. Put your mask on, go out there and enjoy the event. Leave your thumbprint in the city parks. I think that's pretty cool. Lawrenceville, I think we should do the same. I love it a lot. So, all right. All right, listen, that's all I got for you. I'm going to go to my last song, and then I will be back to give you my word of inspiration for the day.
So happy without you. Oh my God, now I'm doing fine. So happy without you. I just heard the other day that you've been worried about my stay. Then maybe I'm at home in tears alone. And if I lasted by, left me wondering why. Now let me put your mind at ease. I'm gonna tell you how I feel, and you can rest assured I'm fine, alright. So let me shed some light, some light. I'm free. I'm so proud of who I am. Now I finally found myself. I'm me. Done being someone else. Got my story left to tell. Happy without you. I know that it won't be long. You'll try to play that same old song, but I won't be around. I won't listen, my dear, 'cause I moved along, moved along. I'm free. I'm so proud of who I am. Now I finally found myself. I'm me. Done being someone else. Got my story left to tell. Happy without you. Oh my God, now I'm doing fine. So happy without you. Oh my God, now I'm doing fine. So happy without you. Oh my God, now I'm doing fine. So happy without you. Oh my God, now I'm doing fine. So happy without you. I just heard the other day. I'm so proud of who that you've been worried about my stay. So happy without you. I just heard the other day. Done being someone else. That you've been worried about my stay. So happy without you. I just heard the other day. I'm so proud of you. You've been worried about my stay. So happy without you. I just heard the other day. Done being someone else. You've been worried about my stay. So happy without you.
Welcome back. So listen, guys, that's all I got for you today. But before I go, I want to give you a word of inspiration. I think this is a really good one. Not that I don't think all of them are, but I think this is a really good one. Here it goes. It says, you can make more friends in 2 months by becoming interested in other people than you can make in 2 years by trying to get other people's interested in you. Oh, let me say that again. Somebody need to hear this, y'all. I feel like a pastor right now. You can make more friends in 2 months by becoming interested in other people than you can in 2 years trying to get people to be interested in you. Dale Carnegie, we say Carnegie. Dale Carnegie said that, and he was right. Sometimes it's not about you. It's about other people. And if you want new friends, then be a friend. But, now here's the thing. People love to talk about themselves. So if you want new friends, you got to be a friend. Find out what they like. Find out what, how you can help them. Now, don't go overboard, because you don't want your friendship to be built on the fact that you just, you help them and that was your way of becoming their friends. No, just find out about their lives, what interests them, what their family's like. So You learn about them. Don't worry about making them learn about you. Right? Yeah. And make some friends. All right, so listen, that's all I got for today. You could be anywhere in the world, but you spent the last 40, 50 minutes with me, and I appreciate you so much. I got to go. I got to get ready to get on this presentation I got to give for the Greater Eastside Chamber of Commerce. Today is Support Your Chamber Day, which is perfect for what I'm about to do. Listen, if you missed any episode of the show, be sure to go to goodmorninggwinnett.com and listen to past episodes there. Also, follow me on Facebook at Good Morning Gwinnett. Follow me on Instagram at Good Morning Gwinnett. And follow me on Twitter at GM Gwinnett. And go to Apple Podcasts, find your favorite episode. The favorite one you like there. Give it 5 stars. And if you find 2, give it 5 stars as well. I will appreciate that so much. If you don't want to miss an episode, be sure to download the app from the App Store. If you got an Apple phone, we got an app for that. If you got an Android phone, we got an app for that. So go to the Apple Store and download the app. Now, if you like listening to me at home and you want to listen to me on your Alexa, just say, Alexa, open Good Morning Gwinnett, and the Good Morning Gwinnett show will play the latest episode. I'm everywhere because I have news to share. All right, so again, thank you for listening. I'll be back again tomorrow at 10 o'clock. I got a guest, so be sure to tune in to my guest tomorrow. Keep your mask on, stay safe, and until next time, y'all, make it a great day. Bye now.
You've been listening to Good Morning Gwinnett. Make sure to tune in Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time to find out what's happening around Gwinnett. If you like this episode, subscribe now and share with your friends. To learn more about Noise Media Network, visit noisemedia.us.